They say she appears on lonely roads at night, pale, beautiful, silent. A young woman in a white dress, hitchhiking near a cemetery, only to vanish without a trace. This is the legend of Resurrection Mary, Chicago's most famous ghost. And tonight, we're peeling back the veil between the living and the dead to ask who is Mary and why hasn't she found peace? To understand the legend, we must begin with the place. Just outside of Chicago lies Archer Avenue, a winding road flanked by woods, old buildings, and a stillness that seems to breathe. And along that road stands Resurrection Cemetery, a resting place for thousands, yet home to one spirit who refuses to rest. It's here, near this stretch of road, that dozens have claimed to encounter a young woman, often late at night, dressed in a flowing white gown, her blonde hair cascading over her shoulders. She looks lost, cold, vulnerable, and every time, she's headed in the same direction. Back to Resurrection Cemetery. The story dates back to the 1930s, though some claim it began even earlier. The first widely reported sighting came in 1939, when a man named Jerry Paulus, a South Side resident, met a young woman at a dance hall called the Liberty Grove and Hall. They danced all night, talked, laughed, and when he offered to drive her home, she agreed. She asked to be dropped off along Archer Avenue, near the gates of Resurrection Cemetery. Confused, Jerry obliged, and when she stepped out of the car, she vanished before his eyes. Jerry was shaken, but convinced he had danced with a ghost. And he wasn't the last. Over the decades, dozens, perhaps hundreds, of people have reported eerily similar encounters. A young woman seen walking along Archer Avenue, always at night, always wearing white, always vanishing before reaching her destination. Some pick her up, only for her to disappear when they pass the cemetery gates. Others say she runs out into the road, causing panic, only to fade away before anyone can reach her. One particularly chilling report came in the 1970s, when a driver swore he hit a young woman outside the cemetery. Panicked, he called the police. They arrived, searched the area, and found no body, no blood, no trace, just the cold silence of a ghost story repeating itself. So who is she? That's the haunting question. One theory suggests she was a girl named Mary Bregovy, who died in a car accident in 1934. She was 21, beautiful, blonde. She had been out dancing the night she died, just like the ghost. But others believe the real Mary was an unnamed girl who died in the late 1920s, after an argument with her boyfriend at a local ballroom. She stormed out, tried to walk home along Archer Avenue, and was hit by a passing car. The guilt-ridden driver never came forward, and her soul, restless, still walks the path she never finished. No one knows for sure who Mary was, but everyone agrees. She's not just a story, she's an imprint etched into the city's haunted history. These aren't just legends whispered around campfires. Real people, truckers, police officers, bartenders have come forward with their stories. Like Vince, a cab driver in the 1980s who picked up a young woman from a lounge near Archer Avenue. She was quiet but polite, asked to go down the road, and when he passed the cemetery gates, poof, gone. Or Cheryl, who was driving alone at night when she saw a girl in white dart into the road. Cheryl braked hard, heart pounding, but when she got out, there was no one there. And then there's the infamous story of the locked cemetery gates. One morning in the late 1970s, workers at Resurrection Cemetery arrived to find the iron bars bent outward, as if something or someone had tried to force its way out. Even stranger, imprinted on the bars were scorched handprints, as if a pair of ghostly hands had gripped the metal with fiery strength. The local diocese quickly repaired the bars, but the story had already ignited. Is Resurrection Mary a ghost, or a product of the human mind? Psychologists argue that many sightings could be explained by a mix of urban legends, misperceptions, and pareidolia, the tendency to see familiar shapes like people in random patterns. Driving late at night, tired, in a foggy, emotionally charged setting like a cemetery, it's not hard for the brain to fill in the blanks. But here's the thing. Most ghost stories fade over time. This one hasn't. In fact, new sightings continue to emerge, even in recent years. So, what explains the consistency? Are people just repeating a story they've heard before? Or is something truly walking the road? Today, Resurrection Cemetery is quiet, peaceful even, but it's become a kind of pilgrimage site for ghost hunters, thrill seekers, and believers. You'll find flowers left for Mary at the gates. Locals still swap stories at bars and diners, and every few years, a new generation of Chicagoans sees her walking, alone, on Archer Avenue. She's not malicious. She doesn't speak. She only appears, waits, and vanishes, like a memory that refuses to be forgotten. Urban legend? Ghost? Grief echoing through time? Whatever she is, Resurrection Mary has become part of Chicago's soul. A reminder of how tragedy lingers, how stories shape us, and how some spirits, for reasons we may never fully understand, refuse to let go. So next time you're driving alone down a quiet road, and you see a girl in white trying to hitch a ride, think twice before you stop, because some passengers never truly leave. If you enjoyed this journey into one of America's most chilling legends, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more haunted history and ghost stories. Have you ever seen Resurrection Mary? Or another vanishing hitchhiker? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and stay out of the shadows.